You've finally settled on your land and you are now ready to build your own home. It's an exciting time, but who should you engage next? An architect or a building designer, or neither? Hi, I'm Ryan Stannard from Stannard Family Homes. We custom design and build unique homes for families in Adelaide. Choosing between an architect or a building designer depends on the complexity of the project, your budget, and your personal preference. So here are some factors I would recommend you consider. Architects are typically trained to handle complex projects, such as large commercial buildings or high-end residential homes with unique features. If you have a complex project that requires intricate design and engineering, an architect may be the best choice. Building designers, on the other hand, are typically best suited for simpler projects, such as renovations or smaller residential homes. It is also important to be aware that architects generally charge higher fees than building designers do, due to their advanced training and experience, so that you may also factor in your decision-making process if you have a smaller budget. Ultimately, the decision between an architect and a building designer will depend on your specific needs and preferences. However, unless you have unlimited resources, there is something very important that you should be aware of that will affect your decision for either of these choices. A quick search on the internet will reveal that around 70% of architecturally designed homes never get built. That's a lot of money being wasted on designs that never see the light of day. So who's to blame? While some projects are affected by a change in circumstances for the client, such as redundancy, relocation, or divorce, the vast majority of these designs never come to life due to the cost of construction exceeding the budget. The reason for that is simple. Architects and building designers are not structural engineers. Neither are they builders who understand how a new home is constructed and the costs associated with the different design aspects. So if you're designing a new home and you give an architect or a building designer a budget to work on, how would they know what to design? The simple truth is that they don't, which is why they get paid to produce fantastic looking homes that clients can't afford to build. So what do you do in order to avoid endless rounds of revisions in a futile attempt to get the budget to meet the design rather than designing a home to a predetermined budget? The solution is to engage a design and construction company from the very beginning. You'll still get to work with an architect on a high-end home or a building designer for a regular dwelling. However, they will operate under the guidance and advice of an experienced custom home specialist that can keep the design within the budget right from the start. No false expectations regarding what is really possible for the available budget. No wasted time on unnecessary design revisions because your budget was not achieved. And no wasted money on concepts that never see the light of day. However, even when working with an experienced builder from a design and construct company, you'll still need to follow these 3 steps in order to achieve a successful outcome. First, you must be open and honest and realistic about your budget. If you think you can influence the contract price by anchoring a lower budget than you are comfortable paying, then you are simply wasting everyone's time, because you won't be satisfied with the outcome. Also, be aware that scope creep will increase your budget, so be wary of a company that does not advise you of the required increase in your budget every time you reveal an addition to your wish list. Everything will be included in the final price, so you are better off knowing how the budget is changing as the design evolves, rather than finding out at the end of the project that you are now hopelessly over budget. And always deal with a specialist, someone that has built multiple homes similar to your intended project. That's because experience keeps the designs on budget. It doesn't matter whether you're building your first home or you've built many times before. Designing a new home can be very overwhelming, and when you hear new things for the first time, it's not easy to remember everything. So if you're thinking of building a new home, I've put together a quick guide for you to download. The 7 things you must know before designing and building a new home. It's completely free and will help you to avoid any nasty surprises that can sneak up on you when building a custom home. Just click on the link below and let me know the email address you'd like me to send it to.